إخواني الأولياء، أعزائي التلاميذ، مرحبا بكم في هذه السلسلة التي ارتأيت أن أسميها درب النجاح في اللغة الإنجليزية. في هذه السلسلة سوف نقوم بمراجعة والتمرن على بعض من أهم الدروس التي مررتم بها خلال السنة الدراسية للرابعة متوسط، تحضيرا لأهم امتحان سوف تواجهونه، وهو امتحان التعليم المتوسط. هذه السلسلة سوف تكون من إعداد وتقديم الأستاذ بن خالد توفيق. سوف نبدأ على بركة الله. الحصة الأولى Session 1. Session 1 will be about the simple past, الماضي البسيط. Lesson plan, مخطط الدرس. So during this session we are going to tackle 6 points. 1. The use. 2. Time markers. 3. Type of verbs. 4. Auxiliaries. 5. Negative form. And the last and not the least, a practice. So let's get started. The use. So when do we use the simple past? We use the simple past to express an action or an event that started and finished in the past. So when do we use the simple past? To express an action or an event that started and finished in the past. Let's have an example. In 2002, Brazil won the World Cup. Last week, I visited my grandmother's house. Yesterday, I helped my sister with her homework. So let's take a look at this timeline. Here we have the past, the present, and the future. Now we are going to put every tense you have studied in its place. So let's start with number 1, which is the present simple. As you can see, the present simple expresses an action that happens in the present. Number 2 is the present continuous. Present continuous expresses an action that continued. It took time in the present. Number 3, which is the past simple, which expresses an action that started and finished in the past. So it does not continue, and it does not continue till the present. It starts and it finishes in the past. Number 4, the past continuous, which expresses an action in the past that continued. And the last, the future simple, which expresses an action in the future. Today's lesson will be about the simple past or past simple. So, very important question, which is how do we recognize a simple past sentence? How do we recognize a simple past sentence? It's very important because when they give you an activity to conjugate the verbs, you are going to know in which tense you are going to conjugate. Is it the present or the past or the future? So how can we know? So we have the time markers. We have what? The time markers. Time markers are words or expressions we find in a simple past sentence. Time markers can appear at the start or the end of a sentence. Example, in 2002, Brazil won the World Cup. Here, the time marker is in the start. Brazil won the World Cup in 2002. Here, the time marker is at the end. Time marker time marker. The two sentences are in the past. Type of time markers. So generally we have two types of time markers. The first is a date, like yesterday, last day, last night, last week, last month, last holiday, or in 2017, etc. The second type is a period, plus ago, like 2 days ago, 3 months ago, 10 years ago, 2 hours ago. Example: in 2000, I started learning English language. In 2000 is a date, time marker. I started learning English language 20 years ago. 20 years ago is a period. So this is a time marker and this is a time marker. Both are of the past. Verbs. In the past simple we have two types of verbs. The first type is regular verbs. They have a rule, une règle, which is verb ed. The second type, which is more difficult, it is irregular verbs. They don't have a rule, but we have a list. We must memorize as many irregular verbs as we can. Regular verbs. We have some special rules, like if the verb finishes with E, we just add D. Example: close, closed, dance, danced. If the verb finishes with Y, we added IED. Example: study, studied, try, tried. Let's have some practice. Put the verb into the simple past and be careful to the spelling special rules. Now these are a group of verbs and you are going to conjugate them all into the simple past. So we have call, wish, listen, jump, walk, open, close, cry, play, dance, clean, cook. So you are going to pause the video, do the activities, and we are going to see the correction. Now check your answers. We have called, wished, listened, jumped, walked, opened, closed, cried, played, danced, cleaned, cooked. Be careful here, cry, it finishes with Y, it becomes I-E-D. Okay, so be careful for this. And we have dance, it finishes with E, so we just added D. Irregular verbs. Now let's talk about irregular verbs. Now turn these verbs into the simple past. Be careful, they are irregular verbs, so you are going to need the list. So we have write, sleep, win, speak, make, go, come, sing, eat, drink, swim, think. Pause the video, do the activities, and we are going to correct together. I check my answers. Write, wrote, sleep, slept, win, won, speak, spoke, make, made, go, went, come, came, sing, sung, eat, ate, drink, drunk, swim, swam, think, thought. So that's our the answers. Till now we have seen regular verbs like played, hated, organized, loved, hoped. And irregular verbs like saw, wrote, spoke, taught, gave. What about auxiliaries in the simple past? So be careful. Auxiliaries are very, very important because they help me to form the interrogative and the negative form. Auxiliaries. In English, we have 3 auxiliaries verbs: to be, to have, to do. So let's check. Auxiliaries in the past. To be in the present, as you remember, I am, you are, she, he, it is, we, you, they are. The past, I was, you were, she, he, it was, you, we, they were. To have in the present, I have, you have, she, he, it has, we, you, they have. In the past, it is had with all the pronouns. To do in the present, I do, you do, she, he, it does, we, you, they do. In the past, it's did with all the pronouns. So you must memorize all the form of the auxiliaries in the past. Time for practice. Activity 1. Complete the following table. In this table, you have 2 columns, one for infinitive and second for simple past. So you are going to complete. Pause the video, do the activity, and we are going to correct later. I check my answers. To talk, talked. To take, took. To read, read. To sing, sang. To give, gave. To see, saw. To help, helped. To visit, visited. To do, did. To have, had. To eat, ate. To travel, traveled. To study, studied. To be, was or were. Activity 2. Write the correct form of the verb in brackets. And be careful for the time markers. So pause the video, do the activities, and we are going to correct together. I check my answers. So, last year I went. Went is to go in the past because we have time marker last year. Yesterday, the game to be was. Was is to be in the past with the game, which is it was, and it is in the past because we have yesterday. In 2010, I visited. I had in the past because we have time marker. Last morning, which is a time marker of the past, we walked. We made is to make in the past a delicious cake 2 days ago. This is the time marker. Sally did a good job in her exam last week. Last week is past time marker. Every weekend I play a football game with my friends. In this sentence, we don't have a past time marker, so we conjugate the verb into the present. What about negative form? So let's check the rule of negative form. Subject plus did not or didn't, short form, plus verb unconjugated or stem, plus the rest of the sentence. Now, why do we not conjugate the verb? Why we put it unconjugated or stem? Because did is conjugated in the past. So when did takes the form of the past, the verb after it is not conjugated, it is stem form. So let's have an example. I played football yesterday. I want you to turn the sentence into the negative. Yes. Try. Okay, let's see. I didn't play. Very good. I didn't play football yesterday. There is no ed because we have did. So the verb here is unconjugated or stem. Second example, last week I spoke to her. Okay, do it. Hurry up. Let's see. Last week I didn't speak to her. Very good. So speak here is unconjugated because did takes the conjugation of the past. Continue. Time for practice. Activity 3. Turn the sentences into the negative form. So pause the video, do the activities, and we are going to correct together. So I check my answers. Yesterday I didn't watch a horror movie. Last week I didn't see many animals at the zoo. I didn't have an exam 2 weeks ago. In 2014, Algeria didn't participate in the Football World Cup. Last month, I didn't go into a trip with my family. Last holiday, I didn't enjoy a tour in Europe. Last month, I didn't give my friend a gift. So these are the answers. So today, that's all for today. So at the end, we will finish with today's wisdom. So today's wisdom is: an empty vessel makes so much noise. An empty vessel makes so much noise. So that's all for today. We will meet in another lesson soon. Till then, take care and have a good day.